Welcome back to the Triple D YouTube channel. Today I have an exciting video for you because there is a new product that was just released in this month's Diva Box. Spoiler alert ahead, there's a couple awesome exciting things. So we're going to teach you all about nail stamping today, how to use it, and what supplies you need. The first supply that you're going to need is a couple sheets of paper towels. This helps with cleanup. Another thing you're going to want to have on hand is 100% pure acetone. If you don't have 100%, at least regular nail polish remover will help you out a lot. A scraper card and a clear jelly stamper is a must-have to stamp. You're going to need some sort of stamping polish. For today, we're using this foil stamping polish from Triple D, brand new, spoiler alert as well. You're also going to need a stamping plate, which is the one we're using here today, and a lint roller or Scotch tape, something that is sticky. To get started, I'm going to unwrap the stamping plate from the packaging and then show you guys one of the most common mistakes that a lot of us make our first time with stamping. Do you see this blue film here? In order to get started stamping, you have to remove that film. So I'm just going to take my tweezers here and pull at the end. In some rare instances, you may have 2 layers of blue film, so make sure whatever you do that your plate is silver after you remove the film. Stamping plates are usually these metal plates with etchings of different designs in them, and you use a stamper and a scraper card in order to be able to pick up those designs with nail polish or stamping polish. Today's video is going to be very simple, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to pick up simple designs. Stay tuned in a couple of days because we're going to have a more advanced video on advanced techniques to use with this sticky stamping. Anyways, this is your clear stamper, and you just have to take off the cap and then it will expose this clear jelly stamper, which is kind of smushy. I don't want to put my fingers on it because I don't want my fingerprints on it. And then you have this clear backing on the plastic part where you can actually see where you pick up and where you place your design on top of your nail. The first thing you do is you take your stamping polish, open it up, and then place a small amount of polish on top of the design. Make sure that you're completely covering the entire design. Take your scraper card and firmly scrape the design. Only do it once or twice, or else you're going to get streaks. And in a rolling motion, I'm pressing my stamper across the design. When you're ready, flip the stamper over and then gently place the design wherever you want on the nail. You do not have to press really hard to get the stamp to transfer. So to go over everything again, we're going to repeat the same process but using a smaller design. Take your stamping polish, apply a nice layer over the design, firmly scrape across at a 45-degree angle, and then roll the stamper over the design. Do not press. Here you can see that there's a few extra designs on the stamper that I don't want to be there. That's why I need the lint roller. I'm going to take my lint roller and gently pat off the areas that I do not want to be there, making sure I don't actually press the design I want. Then I'm going to take my stamper, place it over the area of the nail I want it to be, and then press it down gently. Next, I'm going to be stamping this design twice, using 2 different techniques to show you guys the importance of scraping firmly and not gently. This scraper card is not a flexible one, it is a very firm one, so you want to scrape firmly to be able to fill in all the voids on deep etched designs like this one. So I'm using the same technique of rolling as I've always done. You can see that there's a couple spots that are like a little not filled in, but that's okay, we can go back and fill those in later. The next time that I repeat this design, I'm going to not scrape as hard or scrape multiple times. The image transferred beautifully with only a couple bare spots, which honestly is normal. What's not normal is for there to be a lot of bare spots. So I'm going to repeat the same process, and I'm going to clean this plate and then stamp again. I'm repeating the same exact steps as before, except for I'm not applying as much pressure when I scrape the card across the polish. If you have a more flexible scraper card, then you would not have to apply as much pressure as I do when I'm stamping with a non-flexible card. When it picks up, you'll notice that there's more bare spots and a lot more spots missing because I did not scrape as hard as I did on the previous time. It's time to see what they look like next to each other, showing the different types of pressure. So the one towards the cuticle of the swatch stick is less pressure. The one towards the bottom is applying more pressure, which is why I wanted to show you guys that it's important to apply the right amount of pressure. If you're having bare spots, definitely change the amount of pressure you're applying. And I'm going to show you one more common mistake that people do. It is scraping too many times on the plate. Here I'm going to scrape 3 times, and then you can already see in the Dove it doesn't have as much polish as every other scrapes that I've done on previous designs. So when I go to pick up the design, you can see that all you see is the outline, that the entire middle part of the Dove is missing. If you're experiencing this problem, make sure you change the amount of times that you're scraping down to 1, max 2 times. Alright, you guys have made it this far. It's time to clean up everything. So to clean your stamping plate, you're going to want to use 100% pure acetone and a paper towel. You can use cotton balls, but they kind of leave little different fuzzies all over the plate, and if you use nail polish remover, it can kind of leave a film, which can be removed with rubbing alcohol. Look how clean it is with just 1 or 2 passes of 100% pure acetone on it. It's like it's brand new. Your clear jelly stamper, on the other hand, cannot be cleaned with 100% pure acetone or nail polish remover. It will ruin the entire clearness of your clear jelly stamper, making everything foggy and grainy. Be sure not to get acetone on the plastic part of the clear jelly stamper as well, because it will melt through the plastic and leave it foggy and ruin the part of where you need to see clearly through the stamper. If at any time you need to clean your clear jelly stamper, for example the sides that I'm touching or the underside, just take a lint roller or Scotch tape and then just clean over the sides of it, and you can also clean the top very easily with it. You do not need to use any kind of acetone or soap or anything of that nature. When you're putting on the lid, you also want to be careful, because if you put it on too abruptly and you nick the side of the jelly stamper, you can actually cut out a chunk of it, and you don't want to do that. Alright everybody, those are all my tips and tricks for today. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to drop them in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video featuring Julie from Dip Nails by Jules. Bye!